Hello everyone, welcome on a very wet campsite. It's been raining for hours now and as far as I know it will continue for the next 2 days. Anyway, I'm standing in my awning, as you can see. This is an Outwell awning. Nothing negative about Outwell. I'm very satisfied with the stuff. I bought this one second hand. I don't know how old it is, maybe 6 years old. I can see it's leaking on some places. That's nothing I can't fix, but this here is a problem, or at least it was a problem. I have a big bulge of water standing here, and that's not the first time. I think the previous owner had this problem too, didn't do anything about it, and that means that the fabric is stretched, and that makes it even easier for the water to stand there. Now, in this case, I solved a problem. Maybe you can see that the middle beam here is hanging through, and you can see water is running off. Last year I didn't do that and had a lot of water, and every few hours or every hour I had to push the water off to prevent my tent from having more damage than it already has. Anyway, I've been thinking about the problem. I thought about a trick on how to do this, and I'll explain to you what I did. As you can see, this beam is hanging through. It's also a bit soft. Here we have 7 psi. There we have 7 psi. You can see it's a middle beam. It has valves, so they are all connected if you want to, but you can close the valves and then the connection is gone, which means that air from one beam cannot go to the other beam. So what did I do? I opened this valve, then I opened that valve, and I released some pressure. What that does is it makes the beam softer, makes this beam softer. The rest of the awning stays as it is, because, well, that's how it's built. As long as the valves are closed, nothing comes down. When I thought that the pressure was low enough, I closed the valve. Then no, I did not close that. Yeah, I closed the valve. Sorry, I'm not a professional video content maker. Anyway, then I closed this valve, meaning that there's no airflow from this tube to this tube. This one was pretty soft, as you can see. Then I pressurized this beam again up to 7 psi, which is the default. And then this morning it started to rain, and I can see that the water that's coming down from the roof, that keeps standing here, provides enough pressure because of the weight of it to hang the beam a little bit down and make sure that there's a water runoff. So there will accumulate a little bit of water out here. You can see that very well. But if it's gonna be too much, and not too much as we do damage, but at a certain amount of water, this beam will hang down enough to have a little bit of runoff. So I can easily go out shopping or whatever, I don't mind. There will not be more water on this awning, on this part of the roof, than I have now. It will not accumulate anymore. Every extra water will just run off. So if you're like me with sometimes old gear, or maybe it's new and you have a bad setup, this is one trick I wanted to show you to make sure that your tent does not get more damage just by standing water. Let me know if this helps for you, if it works for you. If you know another trick, let me know. I have seen a video about somebody who said I need to make those beams more tight. That doesn't work for me, but maybe that's just because the way my caravan is. It's also an old caravan. I think it's depending on the height, but in my case I think this awning has been set up wrong one time. Water has been standing on there for way too long. The fabric got stretched. It's not leaking, but it got stretched too much, leading to permanent damage to the fabric, and that then leading to this problem. But if that's true, if that's the case or not, I don't know. I can't ask the previous owner, and it doesn't matter at all. This is my solution. Maybe it helps you. Have fun in the rain.